YouTube? Flight Simulation Experience back here for a late night stream once again. How's everybody doing tonight? Sitting here on the ground, Fukuoka International Airport in the beautiful Fenix ANA livery, Airbus A320. It's going to be a good one. 2 legs today, flying from Fukuoka here to Tottori Airport, and then from there heading on over to Narita. Scenery for all 3 airports, 2 freewares. Narita is payware from Orbix, and this scenery is not too bad for freeware. It's nothing great, but it's better than default, and the performance is very well done as well. So, hope everyone's having a good night. Let me go make sure that everything looks good on my stream. Let's see here. Everything looks good. Showing an excellent connection. So without further ado, let's jump into this bad boy. Get this guy programmed. Go ahead and turn this down a little bit here. As you can see, we got some FSLTL traffic in the sim right now. I checked VATSIM. There's nothing available. VATSIM, interesting because we're on real world time, which the time in Japan right now is, let me get out of there. The time in Japan right now is, let's see here, weather. It is 11:40 in the morning. So it's just about noontime. And yeah, there's no VATSIM traffic. We'll double check again here just to make sure. And yep, not seeing any traffic whatsoever. So we're just gonna roll with FSLTL, which these should be aircrafts in the system generated from Flight Radar 24. So it's all good. We will go ahead and roll with it. And we will go ahead and jump inside this bad boy here, and let's get it rocking and rolling, folks. What do you say? Let's go with Bat 1 on. Bat 2 to the on position. Hear the standby buses happen. External power to the on mode. Iris nav 2. Wait for the on bat to distinguish. As well as Iris 1. Wait for it to distinguish as well. And then we will go with Bat 3. Wait for that to extinguish. Crew oxygen display can go to the on position. Let's turn on our nav and logo light. Beacon will stay off until we're pretty much ready to tax, or push back, that is. We'll go ahead and draw these guys back a little bit, and then we'll check our air conditioning system just to make sure we are good to go there. Some of these lights can come on down. We can go ahead and turn this guy down. This guy can probably come down a little bit. And let's go ahead and turn these guys down as well. The NDs and the PFDs. We'll go ahead and dismiss all those alarms, and we will turn some of these lights down, like our ECAM, our lower display, and we're good to go. We're going to put this on altitude constrictions for us. We're going to go ahead and sync our barometric pressure, which is 1026. We'll double check Navigraph, which I forgot to load up, but we will do that right now. All right, cool. Good down here. We'll remove these arm rests, and we will go ahead and turn some of these lights. We don't need our integrated main panel flood lights, that is. And let's go ahead and let's just crank up the APU right away. We can turn this guy down a little bit as well, and we'll go ahead and start our APU. Probe window heat can go to the on position. Let's see what else. We can now go to our Navigraph charts, and we can take a look at what we got going on for our flight today. This was yesterday's flight. Let's go to upload here. Import from SimBrief. It's not what I wanted. There we go. RJFF to RJOR Tottori, which is this airport right here. Hopefully we'll get the nice, you know, ocean arrival here at number 10, runway number 10, and this is also a really cool little freeware scenery. I would have to say, really impressed by how good the freeware scenery is. Go ahead and turn that back around there. All right, cool. So we're going to come on back over here, and we're going to take a look at our flight plan. So we are departing out of a runway 16. Is it 16? Yes, 16. and then we're going to be doing a full turn to the right all the way around to Delta Golf Charlie, and then we're going to be making our way all the way down to along the coast here, and then a right turn into Tottori. Flight time today is a pretty quick one, actually. I think it's only like an hour total time. Block time's like an hour, so yeah, 51 minutes in the air. These are all real-world routes. ANA flies all these routes every single day. So yeah, there's our flight plan, and our flap is open. Let's go ahead and start our flap here. Boom. And what we can also now do is probably fire up GSX. So let's go ahead and request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Beautiful. Let's come on down over here. We could probably dim some of these FCU, MICDO, FMC, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and dim some of these lights here as well. Here are APU spooling in the background here. Oh boy, look at that. Listen to that. Ooh, it gets loud. All right, so we're gonna go with nobody there. So we get here our passengers now boarding the aircraft. Go ahead and turn those guys up just a little bit. Let's actually now go to PAC-X. See if PAC-X will work this time. Not too sure. Cruise today 31,000 feet, and let's see if we can get PAC-X to work, hopefully. Nope. It always says that. I'm gonna have to see if this even works off stream, because I don't even know if it works off stream. But it says unable to connect, which is not correct at all whatsoever. So whatever. We'll go ahead and close PAC-X, and then we will go ahead and let's see. We will go ahead and APU is available, so we'll go ahead and spool the APU bleed. External power and go to the off position. Come on over here to our ground services. This guy actually needs to be loaded quickly here. So let's go to instant. We'll go to dismiss. Come on over here. The jetway is going to want to go away, so let's go ahead and make sure that jetway stays right back with us here, which it did. Beautiful. Let's now come on downstairs here to our flight plan route. Actually, no, let's go to NitRef here, and let's take a look at some numbers that we'll need. For example, let's first import our SimBrief flight plan. Insert that, insert that, insert the alignment. And let's go to return. Flight number today, I believe, is 78. Yeah, ANA 78. 78, we'll go ahead and bug that in there. Cost index will start with 35, and then we might move it up a little bit. 310 on the cruise. Let's go ahead and bug that in there. Beautiful. And let's just double check that cruise. 310, beautiful. And let's come on over here. Let's take a look at what our fuel looks like. So we have planned and we have loaded, in tanks, 15,110. So we're going to put 15.1 in our block, 15.1. Go ahead and bug that in there. And then down here, we're going to see our zero fuel weight, 132.8, I believe, is about right. 132.8 on our zero fuel weight with a CG of 30.6. Go ahead and plug 30.6 right in there. That gives us a tow of 147.5. When we go to our tow, 147.5, slightly above, but that's close enough by, what, 300 pounds. That's fine. So we're close enough to SimBrief. I'm all happy with that. Let's come on down over here. Let's go to RJFF. Let's take a look at what our departure is. Departing out of runway 16, which we are happy with. Hakata 4 departure. We're going to go ahead and plug that in. There's a new air rack, by the way, and I did update that. Hakata 4 departure with the DGC transition, which I assume is probably already built in. So let's see. Yep, it's already built in. There we go. RJOF on our arrivals page, and we're going to plan for probably the RNAV 28 would sound good. If there's an ILS, there's not, so we'll do an RNAV 28, which I believe that's actually on the other side. Let's see, RNAV 28. Let's come on over here. So it looks like we may be having to come around from the other side. Yeah, that's a bummer. We'll check the weather, but if that's the case, we will handle that accordingly. No problem. And let's now, so we've got our flight plan in. Let's go to our flight plan page. Actually, let's insert all that stuff. Let's go to our flight plan page. Make sure we have no discontinuities, no manuals, there's a discontinuity there. Go ahead and clear that. Insert. And everything else here hopefully looks pretty good, which it does. Flight plan performance. Let's go to our performance tab here in our EFB. We're going to go to departures page, and we're now going to, I believe we're runway 16, right? Yep, runway 16, and arrivals runway 28 is dry conditions. Flaps are going to definitely be in the 1 position. Force toga anti-eye packs are going to be in the on position. Let's go ahead and sync the final load, 147.4. We did confirm that. Let's go ahead and confirm our weather conditions. We'll sync that, 180 at 4, no factor there, temperature 13. 1025 on the altimeter, or let's just put it there, 1025 on the QNH, and we'll go ahead and calculate our V speeds. 143, 143, 145, 143, 143, and 145. We'll go ahead and plug that in. 14,000 is transition. We'll double check that right here on the departure page, which I'm positive it is. 14,000 right there, beautiful. Get back on this guy here. Gonna be a quick taxi too. We're gonna push back, nose right, tail left. Gonna go on Echo 1 right onto the runway, and we're freaking getting the hell out of here. It's going to be a flaps 1 departure with a down of 0.1, 0.3 and 61. Flexing today at 61 degrees, beautiful, and we are all set to go, folks. We are all set to go. Let's come on over here. Let's go to our EFB. Let's go to the ground services page, or actually, yeah, ground services page. Let's go ahead and remove the ground power unit. Chocks, those can be removed very shortly here. Let's take a look at our flight plan really quick. It's exactly what we want. We're going to fly this departure probably manually all the way till we make this full right turn, and then we'll probably go autopilot from that point. And yeah, we're looking good here, folks. Let's go ahead and turn this guy up to about 12,000 feet, and we're going to go ahead and arm our emergency lights. Non-smoking's in auto. Seatbelt signs are on, and we'll do a quick couple checks here. We've got engine 1, APU, and engine 2. Beautiful. Come outside, take a look at our crew. They are loading the aircraft. We've got some cool little liveries. These are HK Express all over, I believe it's from Hong Kong, all over Japan, as well as, what is it, Skydo or Airdo, something like that. All local carriers in Japan, as far as I'm aware. Okay, looking pretty good. Let's just make sure this is checking all, and it is beautiful. We're going to come down here. We're just going to reset this guy to make sure it's nice and clean. Yep, door is currently unlocked. As for this guy, 2000, we'll ident him, and we'll actually go and put him into auto, because we're about to be pushing back here very shortly. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here. This is the captain speaking. Welcome aboard ANA Flight 78, service to Tottori, Japan. Flight time today is going to run us about, let's see, 51 minutes in the air. So from gate to gate, we're looking at about an hour and 19 minutes. Weather looks pretty good in both locations. Not expecting too many bumps. Do appreciate you flying ANA and joining us this afternoon. We'll be pushing here momentarily. We're ready up front. We're just waiting for our crew outside to finish loading the aircraft. We'll be on our way. Welcome aboard. All right, looks like our crew is ready to rock and roll. Looks like we got a nice little Thai Airways Airbus A300, Airbus A330-400 series or 500, not sure. Okay, let's now go to what else? So yeah, looks like we're pretty much ready to rock and roll here, guys. Let's always just double checking stuff on my end, make sure that stream looks good, everything looks good. Let me also double check my camera, make sure camera looks good for our side stick cam. Beautiful, that's all ready to rock and roll. This guy right here looks like he's ready to rock and roll too. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to check out the plan, see what it's doing down when we get closer to our location, Tottori, Japan. So over here, as you can see, we've got some, I wonder if that's the actual RNAV departure, or arrival, excuse me, which that very well might be. May just go around like that. We'll double check it. Actually, we can maybe, while they're still doing that over there, see if we can check that right now. Let's come on over here. We'll go to select arrival. We're doing RNAV 28, I believe is what we want on final. And that looks to be what it's doing. So the course is taking us directly like this, making a left turn and then coming around. So this will be a pretty cool arrival. Make a quick right turn because you've got mountains over here. So I haven't done this arrival yet, so definitely looking forward to this one. This one was probably going to be pretty cool. All right, let's go on back here and let's get ready to push this guy back. We'll take this guy to 10, and as well as we'll do 20 on him, and we'll do arc as well. Let our flight attendants back here know we are ready to rock and roll. Oh, the door just closed. Why is the door closed? Let's open that door. These people need to get in. There you go. Seems like the GSX passengers are loading kind of slowly. I didn't change them. So we'll say hello to all our passengers, let them know we are ready to rock and roll. Come on, folks, running late, let's go. All right, while we're waiting on them, come on, folks, let's go. We're running late. Come on, guys, let's go, let's go. There are 180 passengers, so I wish GSX was linked up to the FB here, which is not. Be able to see how many seats are left. This just shows full because we've already loaded the aircraft. Star Flyer. Air Peach. Airbus A321neo. Or that could be a 320 neo, I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and hit up the ground crew. Ground crew, come in. You can go ahead and remove our wheel chocks, please. Thank you. Alright, they are moving our wheel chocks. Come on over here and remove that. Beautiful. And as we can see, they're now gone. I don't know why it's taking them so damn long. Maybe I'm just used to flying the 600 around. Damn. Let's take a look at GSX settings here. GSX settings. Let's go to timing. Yeah, it's on dense. There we go. Finally done. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and turn this guy on. Go ahead and lock our door. Beautiful. Go ahead and turn off our music. And this is on auto. Beautiful. We're going to come on down here to aircon. Just double check that. Doors are, whoops. Doors look closed. Doors are not closed yet. Let's go to prepare for departure and pushback. Come on upstairs here. Beacon lights coming to the on position. These guys can come off. 12,000 initial climb. Airport's on him. And let's, we got our block time started. Let's go ahead and look at our con. Beautiful. 70, perfect temperature on in our cockpit. This is a result, I believe, of frame gen, or DX12, excuse me. This guy's been waiting for a minute. All right. Nose right, tail left. There you go. Come on upstairs here. Fuel pumps to the on position. Engine igniter over to the ignite and start. Engine number 1. Excuse me, engine number 2. This guy's just been waiting. And he's probably going to want to go right to exactly where we're going because Peach, I believe, parks right over here. Better hurry up, man. Looks like a little 319. Just missed him. We'll just let him know now. Confirm.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
All right, good start on engine number 1 and engine number 2. EGT is in a comfortable position, as we can see here. We're going to go ahead and turn our speed brake to the on position, or arm our speed spoilers. That's, what is it? Ground spoilers. Arm our ground spoilers. Go ahead and do flaps once. Go ahead and click on that. Thank you. Slats and flaps coming out. What we got here, A&A? Not sure what that is. Busan? Looks like this guy's gonna want a star flyer here. I mean Jetstar, sorry. Alright, he's giving us our signal. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. Let's go to takeoff config. Predictive wind shear system going to the on position. Door's already been locked. This is going over to max. Gonna go over to our facilities. Elevator, excuse me, aileron left and right. Elevator up and down. Rudder left and right. Brake check. Beautiful. Brake indication is right here. Let's rock and roll. Park brake off. This guy coming off. APU master, APU bleed coming off. And we can now... You gonna let me go, bro? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Making a right. Maybe we'll let this this other airplane go first. Get our runway turnoffs at the on position. Anti-ice not needed. Line up right behind this guy here. And folks, from flight deck number 2 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cab for departure. Alright, let's get our departure page out. Got it right here. Go ahead and ding our cabin crew. Alright. Park brake set. We'll wait for him. What the hell's this guy doing? you not going or what? Make sure I see nobody on final here. All right, he doesn't look like he's going. We'll go, no worries. At least park and brake. Joystick cam's going on. Turn our sounds up. Just blast on out of here, folks. Fully lit up here. Beautiful, fully lit up. Runway is clear. And let's fly this departure, friends. Flaps going to, excuse me, not flaps. Throttle's going up to 40%. Little bit side stick pressure down. Manflex SRS 61 runway auto throttle blue. Full left rudder there for a second. Airspeed is alive, 80 knots neutral. V1, rotate. Pause ready to climb. Gear up. Follow our flight directors. Nose light, runway, going to the opposition. Follow those flight directors. Throttle climb. Let's go to pitch for climb. Slightly above 10 degrees. God, I love this airplane. It's so good. Disarm our ground spoilers. Wing lights coming off. Nav and strobe. Nav and logo can stay on. Actually, we'll just go to nav. And we're gonna go flaps clean. Wow, I didn't think this departure was that far out. Holy moly, it's got us coming way out here. So our first fix here is Yamek, and should be at about 9,900 feet there. We'll check our temperatures here. So anti-ice is not needed, coming through a little bit of this cloud and moisture. Go ahead and lift that nose up just a little bit. A little high on our speed. Go ahead and pitch that nose about 10 degrees. Go ahead and bug up to 31,000, I believe is our cruise. We'll double check that. cruise 31,000. Let's make our right turn. Try to stay straight in line with those flight directors. All right, we're coming at about 10,000. Autopilot 1's coming on. 10,000 feet. Joystick cam's going off. Landing lights coming off. And there we have it, folks. That's a takeoff checklist. Gear is up. Spoilers are retracted. Flaps are clean. Landing lights are off. We'll ding the cabin crew, let them know they're good to get up out of their seats. Good to go. Turn some of our sounds down here as well. It's a little loud. Get some tunes going. But I would say that was a beautiful, beautiful departure. See where we're at. Looking good, looking good. Oh, looks like we're hitting some bumps here. Company message here is just a load sheet. We'll go ahead and accept that right now. We're at 14,000 standard pressure, if I can actually do it, because the bumps here are a little bit. Wow. It's really jerking us around. Jesus. What the hell do I have my ground turbulence on? Let's see here. Ground turbulence. About 45, that sounds good. Cool. Let's make sure our landing rate is running and connected. It is. Beautiful. And let's see where we're at here. Coming up to the Fukuoka VOR. Is that what that is? Actually, let me double check something here. Delta Golf Charlie VOR. Okay. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look in the flight deck here. Oh, totally forgot to do this. Always forget something, chat. Start our chrono. Probably add 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Been airborne for about 8 minutes, so. Always forget something. Let's come on down here to McDo, AOC, Atsu, AOC. And let's go to receive messages. It's our load sheet here. Let's go ahead and accept that guy. Giving us our 0 fuel weights, our tow at 147.4, passengers 180 plus 2. Actually, should be more than 2. Not including the flight attendants, 2 pilots. That's what I assume that is. And let's go here to that guy. Take a nice little journey along the coast here. Take a look at the other side. Yeah, it's just water. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be back with you in a little bit. What's up, everybody? Back into the flight deck here. Getting ready for our descent pretty soon. As you can see, getting pretty close to TOD, top of drop. And let's go ahead and reset our MCP. And let's get ready for our arrival, folks. Quick little short hop to Tottori, Japan. Once again, freeware at this airport as well, off of flightsim.to. We're going to set low auto brake because as we see, definitely have plenty of space here for our runway. Actually, not plenty, but the Fenix does a pretty good job with the braking system. I find that the braking on medium, it stops very quickly, so we'll definitely put low. If the winds pick up, we'll maybe increase that, so we'll put it to medium. For right now, I think low will work just fine. We're going to go ahead and do our managed descent here by pressing the button in just like that. There's our descent profile ball, and we'll wait for that guy to come on down, which it should start to come down now. There it goes. All right, so it says enter our destination information. So we're going to come on over here, and we're going to take a look at what we have with SimBrief, not SimBrief Navigraph. So we're going to go to airports. We're going to go to Tottori, Japan, and we're going to look at the weather. Actually, we can take a look at our information. Transition level is 14,000, beautiful. And we can go to the weather button here, and we can see 360 at 5. And we'll go ahead and plug in those numbers. So 360 at 5. Go ahead and plug that into our weather. I said 360 is 000. And our temperature is 54 Fahrenheit, so that's 12 Celsius. We'll plug in 12 Celsius. And altimeter is 1024. So plug in 1024 in the altimeter. 1024, transition 14,000 as we indicated here. Probably going to shoot for 141 on our approach. And since we're doing an RNAV, we're going to be doing a barometric pressure, not a radio altimeter, for our decision height. So we can go to select the runway we want, which is RNAV 24. We can plug in this guy. And we can see our final course is 281, and our decision should be about 365. So let's go ahead and plug in 365 on our decision. RNAV 28, 365. And then we can also look at, we can plug in the course as well, just for shits and giggles, which the course would be 281. So we're going to plug in 281 and 281. Go ahead and plug that there. Give our cabin announcement. Seatbelt sign has stayed on the whole time, just as a precautionary. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here is Captain speaking. Start a descent into Tottori, Japan. Should be on the ground about 30 or so minutes. Give you some updates on weather in Japan, or over there at Tottori International Airport. Weather is partly cloudy, 3 to 4,000 feet. Temperature is 54 Fahrenheit, that'd be 12 Celsius. And minor winds coming out of the east at 5 knots. Do appreciate you flying ANA today. Hope to see you on another flight. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. So there is our announcement. So at Cana, we're going to need to be at 6,000, and then the RNAV should hopefully fly us right into runway 28. We'll definitely monitor it close, but yeah, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be interesting to see how this all works. So we're going to go over out like this to the left and then come on back just like that as we're about to fly right over the airport. And the airport is right there. So the other day I flew in right along the coast right here on the beach, and it was runway 16, I think. Really, really cool. Freeware, once again, really, really good freeware. And then after this flight, we're going to do a quick turn and head over to Narita, Japan. And that'll conclude our stream for the night. I'm going to double check to see if we have any VATSIM to take a look at. And there's still nothing, barely any planes even flying here on VATtastic, so. Alright. This seems to me like we're pretty high for some reason. I think we're incredibly high. I don't know. I don't really trust this. I think we're going to have to do a manual descent here. I just don't know if I trust being this high up. I mean, it's just quite high. All right, screw it. We'll go with what it says. See what happens. If not, we always can vector ourselves. Because we're supposed to be at 6,000 here, right? I just don't trust that. Like, yeah, we're supposed to be at 6,000 right here. There's just no way. Yeah, it's not right. So, start dropping a little bit. About 2,800 is fine. Yeah, we're already about to make a turn. I don't know. Altimeter is 1024. Let's go to performance here. Take a look at our altimeter. 1024. Pull out some ground spoilers. So it says we're going to be at 5,000 here, so let's go ahead and plug in 1024. And there we have it, 1024 on the altimeter. I still think we're just way too high, way too fast. See how it, that's what the computer was telling the flight, the MiG was telling us earlier. That we're going to be too high. Let's go to 3,000. Yeah, we're still really high. All right, 10,000 feet. Just gonna fire up those landing lights. Yeah, we're too high, too fast. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and vector ourselves. Let's vector ourselves a little bit to the right. And we're gonna take a look at this waypoint here. So this is Oscar Romeo 851. So let's go ahead and turn ourselves to about 350. What happened there? What are you doing? No. What are you doing? There you go, 350. And we're gonna basically direct ourselves to this waypoint here, Oscar Romeo 851. So see speed limit exceeded. So we'll go to flight plan here. Oscar Romeo 851, you need to be at 2588 at about 248. Take a look at our flight plan here. Oscar Romeo 851, which is this guy right here. See, because we're right here vectoring now. So as you can see, we're now coming down to 250 and we're about to be hitting 5,000 feet. So let's actually drop down now to 4,000 feet in a much more slower paced descent. And then we can now direct ourselves to Oscar Romeo 851 at 255, so 2,500 or 2,600 feet. So Oscar Romeo 851, let's go direct there. Oscar Romeo 851, we'll go ahead and insert that guy. There we go. And as you can see, we're now going to hold off at 4,000 at 250, which is absolutely perfect, which is what we want. We're going to wait for our glide path to come back down towards us, and then we will continue on to the RNAV. All right. No biggie. Not a problem. So we got a decel here, hopefully to 165 knots, because that's what that's indicating there. To be honest with you, we're probably going to get configured a little bit earlier than that, just to be on the safe side. What we're going to do is, while we're holding at 4,000 here, we're going to go ahead and drop this guy down to about 700 feet. At 700, we're going to go manual, so we'll go ahead and plug that in there. And as you can see, the airplane is staying where it is until I hit this button, which that'll activate the management. So holding at 4,000, 250 on our speed, which we're looking good. At this fix, we're about 8 nautical miles out. Now this is a pretty quick turn, so we're gonna have to definitely be on our A game when we come back around right here. We're coming like this now. Gonna intercept this point here, and then we're gonna make that quick right turn. So in fact, we probably should be dialing our speed back right about now, I'd say. Even though it says do it here, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. And there you can see there's our path. Beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and manage now, and we're gonna dial our speed back now. So let's go ahead and let's dial the speed back to maybe 230 for right now. Go ahead and arm our ground spoilers, even though we're probably going to use them again. And let's drop now to 220. That's going to be our slats and flaps 1 speed. All right, we're getting to that point now. We're just about ready for flaps 1. So let's go ahead and we're about 3,000 feet too. Yep, we're at 3,000. Let's go ahead and pull out flaps 1 and slats as well.
2,500.
Checks. There's our RNAV, beautiful. Go ahead and double check our altimeter again, which is 1024. And let's go ahead and drop our speed now to 200. Flight test, please prepare for landing. And we're going to go down to 190. Gears coming down. Down to 180. Flaps 2. Speed checks. And let's get fully config now. Let's drop our speed now to 141. Should be our approach speed.
2,000.
Checks. Get fully lit here. Flaps 2. Excuse me, flaps 3. Start our recording. Flaps full. Joystick cams going on. For landing checklist. Flaps full and indicated, gear down to 3 green. Auto brake set to medium. Cabin crew's been advised. You guys have been advised. Spoilers are armed. E-cam no blue. We're ready to rock and roll. In our speed with our V speeds at 141. We're looking good. Directly into the RNAV. Oh, let's take a look at that beautiful shot right there. All right, let's pay attention. All we got to do now is land this bird. Let's do it. Pappies look good. 2 white, 2 red. As we can see right there. Beautiful. I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with auto brake set to medium. We're going to go ahead and go manual here. Going to drop the speed a little bit here.
500.
A little off there.
100 above. 400.
Oof.
Minimum.
Continue. All right, we're back on track. Got a little bit off there,
300.
but no worries. You can make those corrections.
200. 100. 50. 40.
What the hell happened there? So that was more than likely a scenery issue. What the fuck happened? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? We didn't crash. Wow. What the fuck just happened? Okay, well, that's a first. Interesting. Don't understand that one. Yeah, I'm not buying that one, Microsoft. Sorry. We were perfectly in the glide there. So it's either Microsoft or it's the scenery. And I have a feeling it's probably the scenery. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. All right. We will start our second flight. I'm going to go back on the replay here. Let's take a look. Back on the stream. All right, I'm looking at final. No, I'm looking. What the hell? Huh. I mean, you can see it right here. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Oh, wait, hold on. See, first let me try to get some better FPS. So I guess I can't do better FPS. See, we're coming in. No issues at all. Yep, definitely cleared all those trees. Those trees shouldn't even be there, by the way. But yeah, we're way above those. And, oh yeah, we were good. We were right on the money. And there we were going, and then, boom. 5,231, or that's 520. Yeah, so that don't make no sense to me. So, screw you, Microsoft, or screw you, scenery. You're wrong. But it is all good. No worries. We're going to start our second flight here and act like that just never even happened. So let's come on over here to Tottori. And let's go to gate. We're going to park at gate number 2. We'll go to set departure, 1:04 p.m. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and fire that flight up for our second leg of the stream. Because, yeah, I don't buy that one bit whatsoever. I'm going to probably come back around and try to do that approach again and see if it does it again, to confirm to see, exactly what happened. Is either it's the scenery or if it's Microsoft. I don't know. I think it's probably the scenery. Be really interesting if that happens again when we fly into Narita. That'll be interesting. All right. Let's actually start everything up here again. Let's go ahead and actually restart. We can probably turn that off. Let's go ahead and restart our Fenix app. Let's log out. Task manager. Let's actually shut off the tablet completely if it's running. I logged out, logged back in. I think Phoenix thinks that we crashed, so it's is running and your antivirus software is not blocking it. Please check if Phoenix EXE is running. Let's go ahead and end this task. Run the app. Won't let me do a restart. Yeah, nothing's running. Nothing's working. I think it needs to be a full restart of the sim. Which, if that's the case, it's going to be a wrap on the stream. Very, very unsuccessful stream. But it is what it is. Not every day is a great day. Not every day is a beautiful day. It's a perfect music. It's like a defeating type of music here. Yeah, it needs to be a full restart of the sim. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So you go to Task Manager. See, it's running here. We'll end the task one more time, and we will try to fire it up one more time. Yeah, it needs to be restarted completely, the whole entire sim, I think. Or it just needs, let's try this. Let's go to main menu, go to continue. Because we did a restart, so. Let's try that. it's just, and the whole sim needs to be restarted. Yep. All right, folks. That's it. We're done. That's a wrap. Do apologize. Didn't think this part of the scenery or whatever happened here would completely ruin the rest of the stream. It is what it is, man. It's all good. I'm actually going to just do a full reset of the sim, make sure this even works without streaming. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for the night. We'll pick this up hopefully tomorrow, continue the stream, and maybe from Narita we'll head up to Chios. There's an updated on the freeware scenery up there into Chios, which is a beautiful spot, which is actually snowing up there. Or it has been snowing up there. So we'll do that tomorrow, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.